Oh, wow. Okay. Here we are, man. Quick, very quick impromptu live stream of the Tech and Chill show. Hopefully the sound is coming through okay. I'm sure it is. Yo, what's good, people? What's good? What's good? Twitter, Periscope family, YouTube family. What's good? What's good? What's good, everyone? What's poppin'? What's good? Just wanted to do a quick impromptu live stream, Friday night special of the Tech and Chill show Unplugged. Your host Ben from the Lover of Tech channel. What's going on, people? What's going on, people? Tuning in. Let me check the audio. Right, so I'm self-monitoring my own audio because I don't have anyone that's telling me if the audio is in check or not. So, right. Boom. All right, we got Periscope family, we got Twitter, we got YouTube. 4 minutes into the stream. 5 people watching. Alright, cool. Let me just set myself up. I'm pretty much set, man. I'm good. Yo. Alright, let's see. Just doing a quick audio check, making sure that everything's sounding nice and crispy. Everything's looking crispy. 1080p, 60 frames a second. Woohoo! Let's see who's in the house. Let's see who's popping in the house. This is going to be a very quick live stream, probably 30 minutes to 45 minutes. I literally just wanted to say hi to all the new subscribers. Welcome to the Lover of Tech family. Usually I do Tech and Chill show Unplugged on a Sunday night, but you know, schedule's kind of shifted because of obviously the Note 9 in the house. So bare fingerprints. So yeah, I thought, you know what, I didn't get a chance to do the Note 9 versus the S9 Plus camera comparison just yet because life is life gets busy, things get in the way. So I thought, let me just squeeze in a quick live stream and just talk to you guys about the Note 9. See what you guys wanted to know about the Note 9, man. Yeah, so I've been able to get early, fortunately. So all right, let me check the comments quickly. Drone123 Tech, what's up? Excommunicado, yo, what's up? Yeah, the audio is good, thank you. Yo, Technically T in the house, what's good, fam? Technically T in the house, the homies in the house. Yes. Andrew Riley, audio is good, thank you. All right, audio is good, audio sounding good. Then that means I don't need to self-monitor then. So let me turn up the volume right here. Let me know if the background music is faded in nicely as well. Lucas, hi, what's good? Andrew Riley, Chantel, Chantel, you should be in bed. Chantel, you should be in bed. Your live stream is at the same time as Viper. Cool. All right. Same time as Viper. All right. Okay. Fasayo, yo, what's good? Fasayo in the house. Nigeria's finest. Nigeria's MKBHD. What's good? Audio's crispy. Thank you. Trying to keep everything as crispy matching as possible. Yes sir, you're all good, thank you. Congrats on 5k. Thank you, bro, appreciate it, man, appreciate it. I'm humbled by the new subscribers that have come into the Lover of Tech family, so welcome. Hope what you've been seeing on the channels to your liking, you know, and I appreciate it, you know, you guys subscribing. So I'm guessing I'm doing something right for you guys to subscribe, so I appreciate it. Thank you for taking us all past that 5k subscriber mark, man. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it big time. And coming from you, Fasayo, thank you, bro. I appreciate it, man. Hello from Australia. Yo, Australia in the house, where Tasmanian Devil lives. Note 9's good. Note 9 is treating me very well. Like, Note 9 is treating me very well. So yeah, man, there's been good coverage on the Note 9. Hasn't stopped. There's gonna be more coming. Yeah, Note 9 has been great. Note 9 has been great for sure. So yeah, I kind of wanted to talk Note 9, man. Get your feedback. Let me know what you guys think of the content I've been dropping on the channel, and what you want to see. If I can squeeze, you know, the things that you want to see about the Note 9 in. Yeah, man. Let's just talk the Note 9 in it. Got that clean bokeh. What lens are you rocking over there? Bro, just for you, this is the lens I'm rocking. I don't know if you can see that. 60mm f1.4 DNC Contemporary Sigma. DNC Contemporary Sigma, baby. So this is the 60mm version of the 30mm that you just copped, T. Yeah, so it's the wider version of the 30mm. So I'm gonna cop that 30mm probably later on down the line, or the 50mm f1.8 OSS lens from Sony. So that'll be kind of like my portrait telezoom prime lens. But yeah, I've got that 60mm wide, man. You know about the bulk. The bokeh. Jade said hi. Chantel and Jade, go to bed. Man, the new vids are so dope. Thank you. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Your content is on the next level. No, I appreciate it, man. Thank you. Thank you, bro. I'm getting ready for the release day and picking one up. Oh yeah, Friday, man. Friday the 24th. Keep it coming. Sigmigan. Okay, yeah, of course. I'm gonna have to cop that 60mm. Yeah, that 60mm helps, especially when you're in tight situations and there's not really that much space to work with, man. That 60mm comes in handy, bro. So get that. It's expensive, but get it. Cop it for sure. Keep it coming. I'm gonna try to, bro. I'm gonna try to, man. I'm gonna make sure that, you know, I drop the content for you guys that, you know, you want to see and you enjoy. And that's probably one of the things I wanted to get a bit of feedback from. So again, thank you for all the positive comments and all the positive responses with the recent ultimate camera comparisons that I've been dropping. I dropped the iPhone 10, I dropped the P20, and wow, the P20 is heavy. That P20 can hit heavy. That P20 can hit heavy, man. And I was amazed at the capabilities of the P20 more than I thought I would be, you know. So yeah, I kind of wanted to talk content that I've got planned, and I've got these two in the works, right here, right? S9 Plus Note 9. That's going to be the next camera comparison that's going to come up, because we need to really see what is the difference between the two, right? So I want to explore that, and I want to really see what the difference is. I got rid of my Note 9, but I got rid of my Note 8, sorry. So, but if I really wanted to get a Note 8 in to do it, I could do a camera comparison with that. But I'm saving, to me, the one for last, because that's the only one I can get in last, which is the Pixel 2. So those would be the 4 main camera comparisons. I might do a OnePlus 6T, depends. It just depends if I can get hold of one, but that might be just later on down the line. I might just do that camera comparison for fun and just throw that in there. So Note 9 versus the S9 Plus, Note 9 versus the Pixel 2 or Pixel 2 XL, whichever one I can get hold of. Battery recharge test. So I want to do a battery recharge test and see how long does it take to charge this new 4000 milliamp hour battery capacity, right? So that's something I want to do, without a shadow of a doubt. I want to do that. Battery drain test, that is a very difficult test to do because it takes a long time, and I don't know, you know. Shout out to Mr. Who's the Boss, Aaron. He came on the channel, left a comment. Aaron's a good mate, and he always shows support where and when he can, and I always appreciate it. And the honest truth is, he's probably done the best battery drain test. So I don't know what I could do to make my battery drain test unique, you know. So I'm still trying to figure that out, you know. So I will try and squeeze in a battery recharge test, a battery drain test, but I definitely want to do a battery recharge test, because I think doing that won't take any more than 2 hours, and I want to do that between this, and the iPhone 10. I can probably try and get a OnePlus 6, but I might not be able to get a OnePlus 6, and I'll probably be able to get a OnePlus 5T. You know, so whatever that's gonna account for, we'll have to see. So yeah, that's kind of overall the content I have in mind for the Galaxy Note 9. And also Whitestone dome glass in the house. So the best, and I've not been paid to say that. They have sent me the products out free of charge to review and to keep, obviously, but I still get to give my personal opinion. Expensive, they are expensive. The installation process is a bit tedious and a bit long. It requires a little bit of patience, but the best screen protector you can get for these new curved edge smartphones for sure. I've done a couple of videos, so dome glass video is gonna come. I reached out to 2D products as well, so I wanted to get some of them. I've heard good stuff about 2D, so I wanted to get some of their cases in. So I reached out to them, so they should be sending me some cases for the Galaxy Note 9. So, you know, I'll be doing some accessories as well as obviously the screen protector on the Note 9 as well. Yeah, so the content, and also I will do my review. Now, one thing that I kind of, how often do you use the S Pen? I use the S Pen all the time. Like, I use the S Pen all the time. The S Pen is life. I can be on my own on that, but the S Pen is life to me. Like, the S Pen is just life. You know, and it's just even without the Bluetooth function, like my day-to-day job, I do a lot of document signings, I do a lot of navigations on my phone, and I'm telling you, the precision that I get with the S Pen is just like, S Pen is life to me. Like, S Pen is legit life. That's what I can say. I use the S Pen every single day. Every single day I'm on that S Pen, man. And it's just even more clutch now because, and I will talk about it in my full review, because now that I've got the device fully, because I had the device, like, I would say I had the device almost 2.5, 3 weeks before the announcement embargo. So having it for that period of time, for like embargo and security reasons, I couldn't connect it and fully use it. So I could only use it in its absolute stock form without no apps, just stock apps, no SIM card in there. The S Pen is clutch because the S Pen is actually a lot more customizable than people have actually tried to demonstrate, which I've tried to show, but it works with Snapchat. Look. Oh, can't even like get the exposure correct. Damn. I think I've got auto brightness. Damn. Wait. Oh, you're trying to get that exposure right. Wait, I can't even. Yeah, you can see that, right? That's the S Pen customizable menu, so it works with Snapchat. So obviously, if you long press and hold, boom, Snapchat opens, and then press it one time, boom, takes a picture. So the S Pen is clutch. The S Pen is so clutch. I won't lie to you. The S Pen is so clutch. The S Pen is so clutch. I think they've made it less of a niche or niche product, and you know, the wireless remote control feature with PowerPoint, you know, Instagram, Snapchat, the native apps. Yeah, I think the S Pen is so. The S Pen, I've always rated the S Pen. I've always found it clutch, but I find it to be a bit more clutch now. You know. So yeah, I'm down with the S Pen, man. I'm just speaking for myself. I'm speaking for myself. Like, any time that I used my S9 Plus, I never really fell in love with this product because it just didn't have enough of that intangible, you know, which was the S Pen for me, you know. So I rock with the S Pen, man, all day long. Do the battery really last 2 days? Yeah, it does. Under normal usage. Normal usage is a mix of everything. It's not like you're not going to be able to game on it for 2 days straight, no. But under normal usage, man, the battery is just, it's king. It's king. Like, I get to the end of the day and I'm roughly on like 35% if I'm just using it like as a normal phone and I'm not powering through it heavy. So yeah, like, you know, so why do you think the Note 9 can only do 5 minutes of video time? Perhaps software can it's a hardware to software limitation on Android side. You know, Android phones started doing 4K UHD recording from the Xperia, I think it was the Xperia Z1 and the Galaxy Note 3 in 2013 September, November, right? And they've always had the limitation of 5 to 10 minutes. I think it's just a mix of like inefficient heat management, passive cooling, chipset limitation, and it's something that Apple does well, because with the Apple phones you don't have a recording limit. You don't have a recording limit whether you're recording 4K 60 frames a second, 4K 30 frames a second. There's even a 4K 24 frames a second on the iPhone, you know, and you do not get any recording limit. So it's just a limitation that they've put on there with Android devices to just manage heat, you know. So that's the best thing I can put it down to you. Hey Ben, what's the background music? Oh, this particular track is from it's one dude. I'll send you most of the playlist that I've got for my background music for Tech and Chills. It's most predominantly all the SoundCloud artists that I've talked to. Yeah, but I've got like an Epidemic Sound playlist that I use as well. But for Tech and Chill, I like to use my SoundCloud. So this particular guy is from it's a Christian rapper. It's a Christian rapper. But I'll send you the link for Sire. Just remind me, DM me. Tell me this: can you use any USB-C cable to HDMI to DeX? If so, can you use Microsoft Office app to type? Yeah, so I think the USB Type-C, it needs to support power delivery. So it needs to be able to support PD, which is power delivery. So that USB Type-C to HDMI adapter should have a power delivery compliant certification in there to be able to power through the HDMI through the USB Type-C. So it has to support power delivery. So long as it supports power delivery, yeah. DeX, and I went to a Samsung press event and I've got that video to edit, so you will see me using DeX built in, you know, as a full functioning thing, and it's legit cool. It's legit cool. So hope that helps. Bear Drew, Chico Tech, hi, what's up, what's good? How do you do that thing? What's gonna that's the new thing that's happening right now. I don't even know. It's like, got him. Yo, what's good, people? What's good, people? Look, this is literally nothing hype. Just a quick hello to all the new subscribers on the channel. Just wanted to say thank you, and for all the positive responses to all the new videos I've been dropping on the Galaxy Note 9. The hands-on video went past 1,000 views, which I'm grateful for. I didn't expect that hands-on video to do that well anyway, but I wanted to kind of, you know, get it out there, and yeah, just kind of get your feedback. So I'm in a bit of a dilemma at the minute, right? Because my ultimate camera comparisons are something that are dear to me, because I actually, it's education for me when I do the ultimate camera comparisons. It's not necessarily just because they are going to be the most popular things that will get me views because I've got the phone early. Like, I know that, like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm doing the camera comparisons first because I know that's what's gonna bring in more views, more subscribers, bring in more conversation. But I learned a lot. Like, I learned a lot from the camera comparison. Like, you know, the recent one against the Note 8 versus the P20, I learned more about these smartphone cameras than I've ever learned from any of my other camera comparison, and it made me realize why I like doing it, because I learn stuff. There's things I don't know everything about this phone, right? So I learn stuff when I put it through the comparison, because you can see how different phones behave under different situations for you to tell when something is better or if something is just different. Not necessarily better, but just different, you know? So, but my approach to how I do my ultimate camera comparison is out of something I've noticed from other people that do camera comparisons, right? I feel like other camera comparisons, as great as they are, they leave out a lot of stuff that I want to know. That's just me. Like, the average consumer is not gonna care. I know this. Like, the average consumer is not gonna care about a decent amount of things that people leave out. But for me, I'm just saying, for me, I want to know, you know. So I get kind of frustrated, and I kind of get left wanting. Shout out to Concepts Creating the House. What's good, CC? I get frustrated when I watch certain camera comparisons, because as engaging and as easy as it is to watch and stuff, I get left with more questions than answers. That's just me personally. I get left with, what is the low light performance? What is the stabilization? What's the, like, I get left with more questions than answers after certain camera comparisons, or most camera comparisons. So I decided to take it upon myself to do my version of my own camera comparison, and I decided to call it the Ultimate Camera Test, you know, series. You know, I named the series of it, and I wanted to, the best of my abilities with the time that I was permitted, to be able to go through as many aspects and as many different scenarios of automatic mode shooting with these smartphone cameras. And that was just for me, because I didn't want anything not left over. And also I didn't want to cop out, because I've seen certain camera comparisons where people display the pictures side by side, but they don't commentate, they don't share their own opinions, they don't share their own personal choice, they don't share their own personal preference, they don't educate what is happening, you know, they don't, you know, speak facts, they're not brave enough to call a certain thing a winner and be scared to be right or wrong, right? And it makes it very, very not engaging. So I decided, like, you know what, it's either balls deep, all out, or else my camera comparisons are gonna look like every other person's, you know. And I had this conversation with CC. I had this conversation with Concepts Creator, and which camera are you using at the moment? What, for my YouTube channel? Yo, shout out to Kanoopsy. We're working on the Note 9 collab video. Yeah, of course, bro. Like, we talked about this time ago before both of us sold our Note 8. So I'm waiting on you, young one. I'm waiting on you, Isaac. You're a busy guy, so no rush. Just hit me up when you're ready, and we can ace this. Shout out to Kanoopsy in the house. Thank you for joining the Tech and Chill show. Friday night special. Let's talk my 1 week with the Galaxy Note 9. Oh, wow. So yeah, I took it upon myself to obviously do my own version of the ultimate camera comparison. And one thing that always frustrated me is that the average consumer, right, and people will eat me alive for saying this, the average consumer would not care if their flagship phone came with 720p recording. I promise you, people are gonna hate me for this, right? But the average consumer does not care if their flagship phone could only record in 720p video, because most people don't record video on their smartphones, which I think is the biggest missed opportunity, period. I think it's such a big missed opportunity of how smartphones have become so much better than your point and shoot cameras of tradition. They are so much more capable. Like, these smartphones are doing 4K, 100 megabits per second, 60 frames a second video in hand, stabilized. And even 4K 30 frames a second looks like you have a gimbal in your hand. These smartphones are powerful for video, but people don't care about it. But you see, me, I value video equally as much as photos on smartphone. That's just me personally. So one thing that used to really frustrate me when I was watching camera comparisons is 80% or 90% of it would be on photos, and then a smidget on just video, right? And it will only be, let's just say, one video mode. They won't show nothing else. It will just be in one video mode. And it makes perfect sense to viewership, right? Shorter video, better watch time, better retention. But like I said, like, I would be left with more questions than answers, right? Hence the birth of the ultimate camera comparison. And I really appreciate all the positive feedback, but I've seen as well, and this isn't an algorithm thing, man. Like, this ain't even an algorithm thing. I'm just more trying to get feedback from you guys as my viewers, my audience. I don't want to cut that down. I like the in-depth nature. I like going in. I like expressing. I don't want to cage myself in something where creatively I feel like I'm strangling and I'm not allowing myself to fully express how I do my videos, right? But at the same time, I wanted to throw it out there. Do you guys think it's a good idea for me to split the ultimate camera comparison videos into 2 separate videos? So, ultimate video comparison test, ultimate photo comparison test. I just wanted to throw this out there and find out if it's something that you guys would agree with, or you guys are happy with the 20 minutes to 30 minutes of one whole video strategically put in every single section, you know, whether it's selfie video, intro specifications, daylight video, nighttime video, all the slow motion modes, nighttime photos, daylight photos, conclusion. You see, in that consistent format as one video, or would you want me to try out having to split the video into 2, release them separate days back to back, or 2 separate videos, all released as one? And then you basically pick which one is important to you. You watch whether you want to know about photos, or you watch if you want to know about videos. And then I give my commentary conclusion to what the video performance is on each phone, and also give my conclusion to what the photo performance is on that phone, so that it's easier for you guys as the viewers to kind of pick what you want to watch, you know. So I wanted to throw that out there and kind of, you know, start a conversation. That is that something that you'd want me to do for the ultimate camera comparison series in the future? Split the video into 2, video and photos as separate categories, or stick to the pure in-depth nature, one whole video, going straight ham, giving the same amount of time as I would give to video that I would give to photo, right? No biases to more photos and maybe just a smidget of just video. The same amount, low light video, so like the same amount that I would give to photos, I would give to video, but split into 2 or as one whole video, you know. So I kind of wanted to get your feedback in the comment section and see, is that something you think is a good idea? Is that something you guys as viewers would want me to do? And let me know, because it's just something I thought of. So I don't want to fall into this trap of, I'm gonna be very honest, right? It's a genuine privilege for me to have gotten this phone as early as I did, right? And it's something that I'm humbled by, and not many people, whether small or big, get that opportunity all the time, right? It's very easy to make short snippet videos that are very easy to watch just to garnish views. I could do that, but I know myself, for me, I will feel like I've created, out of creativity, I've caged myself, and it's something that I've always been trying to fight, right? Because my channel and how I do my content is, you can say it's unfortunate or it can be fortunate, but I've realized that a lot of my content is long form based. A lot of my content is very long form based. It's not short form based where it's 10 minutes. I tend to do a lot of my content, most of the time, long form based, right? I don't know whether that's really hurting my channel or not. Who cares? But I'm saying that in the journey of me doing YouTube and me being a content creator, me being a tech YouTuber, I've realized that the content, which makes it very hard to edit, to be fair, but the content that makes me fully creative is the long form versions, where I can really go in depth for every single area and every single aspect, right? And I'm learning to embrace that more. It's kind of hard for viewer retention, but I'll try and make sure that I make the video production as high quality as possible that I can. I make, you know, just the engagement, how I am on camera, how I am off camera. I try to compensate with long form to try and not make it boring, you know. Bring my enthusiasm to tech, that's my slogan. Bring my energy, bring my perspective, you know, be meticulous with like the kind of shots that I do, be meticulous with the kind of music that I pick, the pace. Like I try and compensate, right? So I don't wanna fall into the trap of it's easier to do short form videos because of algorithm or because of, you know, I want to make sure I stay true to me, and I'm not trying to be like anyone else, right? But at the same time, I'm more trying to get your feedback as my viewers and my audience that the ultimate camera comparison is a very big staple to this channel. It's probably been one of the reasons why the channel has grown meticulously well in its own right, which I'm very grateful for, you know, and it's something that I don't want to keep away because I've learned a lot. And I'm gonna give you my analysis of the P20 Pro, because the P20 Pro camera comparison, that was 34 minutes, and that was not intentional. Like, Isaac, you can back me up. That P20 Pro has a hell of a lot of modes to go through. I even had to dissect it down, because what people don't realize is that video comparison was going to be 45 minutes because that P20 Pro had way too many modes to go through, way too many. Like, for the life of me, there was just too much. I had to cut stuff out, and I could only cut it down to 34 minutes. It was going to be easily a 45 minutes to 50-minute comparison, and I thought, rah, that's too much. But at the same time, I wanted to make sure, I want to see if, as an option for you as the viewer, if it would be easier to have that same in-depthness but to split into 2 separate videos. So I really want to get your feedback on that. If you haven't followed me on Twitter, shameless plug, link in the description below. Lover of Tech BA, all is one word. Hit me up there, because I most likely will do a poll to kind of get some feedback, because I want to make sure that I'm not too stubborn in my delivery, you know, that I can adapt a little bit to make the delivery of my content a bit more pleasing for you guys. If already pleasing, I'm humble, I'm grateful for, I really am. But probably easier for you to dissect. So yeah, I wanted to throw it out there. For all the content I'm going to be doing, obviously S9 Plus versus Note 9 camera comparison, Pixel 2 camera comparison. If I can throw in the OnePlus 6, if I can get hold of one, I'll definitely do that. The battery recharge test, I can try and see if I can do a battery drain test. And then yeah, all the accessory videos, dome glass, all the collaboration videos with, you know, my boy Fasayo and Isaac, no shadow of a doubt. So I'm going to speak to you guys and we can link up and do something about that. And the review, yeah, Galaxy Note 9 review, Galaxy Note 9 review. So I'm gonna hit up in the comments right now and see if you guys have any feedback about how you'd want my content delivery, especially for the ultimate camera comparison and camera test series. Let me know. Hit me up. All right, let's go back. Yeah. Hey, what's good, Studio Geek 32? Split might work, but I think plenty like the full video like you have now as well. But what does your video view time tell me? I'm not, you see, I'm not even looking at the view time. I'm not, because I know I'm not really looking at the view time and stuff. I'm just more just trying to get raw feedback. I'll be lying if I said that I've looked at my analytics. I know what the retention time is. I know what the average view time is probably not going to be great. Any long form video, average view time never really is that great, because people just have short attention span, you know. So I'm not really looking at it from a view time. I'm just seeing what can I do to make it easier for you guys to dissect it. If you think it's a good idea to split into 2 or just have it as one whole video, go fully ham, you know, and just give it that, because there's nothing new under the sun, right? In this dense YouTube space, right, a lot of us are doing if the same or very similar things. So there is something that you have to do to be a bit unique, whether it's your voice, your style, your personality, your delivery. I feel like I've caught a balance of uniqueness to something that is already a staple to the YouTube industry, camera comparisons, right? I feel like I bring a unique perspective to it that people are familiar with, but it's still original, you know? So I'm more not even looking at it from the view time or the retention time. I'm just seeing like from a raw perspective, you know, hence why I'm just doing this live stream. From a raw perspective, you as my audience, that you watch it, the ones that watch it from beginning to end, that actually leave a comment, you know, that I see you leaving comments, that I know that you've gone from beginning to end, right? You guys are the ones that really, really matter to me. Is it a chore for you to go through it all the way, or do you find it engaging to go through it all the way? Have I broken it up in such a way where your attention is still on there, even though it's a 30-minute or 20-minute or 25-minute video? Do you feel like you've wasted 25 minutes of your time, or do you feel like, wow, that still only felt like 5-10 minutes, but I got so much out of it? So I want to kind of get that raw organic feedback from you guys in the comments, right, and on Twitter, and see if, let's just say, me sticking to the full fat video is still the way you guys want it because you appreciate it that way, or do you want it split into 2 separate deliveries? So like, for example, I could upload ultimate video camera comparison first, you guys go through that, then the next day upload ultimate photo camera comparison, right? So I want to kind of get that raw feedback. So let me go back. Hey bro, you're doing a good job, keep up. Thank you, Justin Zia, thank you so much, appreciate it. Long form is preferred by YT. Okay, I never really know. I thought YT was all about the short form. Cool. I think that's a good idea because you can get more details in and have more space to get deep into the camera test, possibly. Thank you for that. Thank you, sir. YT prefers long videos for algorithm. That word, algorithm. Keep up making videos that your channel that make your channel unique. Thank you, bro. Appreciate it, man. That's what it's about. And it's a very hard human thing to be able to find uniqueness, your uniqueness, and find the confidence to bring it out, you know. So I appreciate it, man. If people have been able to see the uniqueness in how I do my videos, and I appreciate it big time, because that's always a thing where you kind of like, you know, struggle. Too many modes, like, bro, like, oh my days, that P20 Pro, there's two, like, I'm telling you, like, there's ultimate camera comparisons I've done on the channel that have the same in-depthness as the most recent ones I've done, but they're about 12 minutes, 13 minutes, you see. So it's really, really phone dependent. It's really phone dependent. And I promise to good, like, if I went through every single mode in that P20, even the selfie camera has some stuff in there, and I'm like, it's too much. It could have easily been a 1-hour camera comparison because of the P20 Pro. I'm not hating on it because of that, but I'm just saying, like, I had to respect the amount of photography focus that Huawei put into that phone. It is a lot. Like, it is seriously a lot. So yeah, Donan is the greatest of all time. Yep. This is the GOAT. This is the GOAT. I'm not going to reveal all my cons about this. I want to save this for my review, my full opinion for the review. But no phone is perfect. No phone is perfect. No phone is perfect. But so far, man, this phone, I think it's a lot more significant than what people are giving it credit for, just because of the outer shell looking so similar to the previous phones. But this phone is doing a lot for the industry. It's doing a lot for the industry. It's shaping up a lot of things in the industry. Make battery compare please with the charge. Yeah, I'm gonna be doing a battery recharge test. Yep, I will be doing that. No, but the view time, I mean, with if they watch half, then maybe splitting works. I can check it. I can check it, but again, it's not even based on that. I don't even look at my analytics, whether that's a bad thing or not. I really don't. Like, I literally just wanted to do this live stream to get more of an organic feedback from you guys, you know, like nothing to try and make me feel good. Literally, I wanted it to be like an honest, yo, we appreciate and we respect the long form, but actually it might be better if you split it in half, or you do, like, I wanted that kind of raw feedback. But if it's a thing where it's like, yo, we like the fact that this is long, because I can't even say that you missed out anything. You've actually put more in there, and it's answered more questions about what I wanted to know about this phone that I couldn't see anything. So please keep it long form. You see, so I wanted that kind of raw, honest feedback where is it genuine or unnecessary? Like, you know, ugh. So that was it really. For me, my attention was there fully. It felt shorter. Oh, trust me, YouTube is not about short videos. I mean, it's no one made a battery drain with the charge, so we know the difference between the 15-watt quick charge and the 22-watt supercharge. I don't have the P20 Pro with me at the moment anymore, you know. It's I don't, some of the phones I bring in I have to borrow for a very short period of time. So when I do the battery recharge test, I don't think the P20 Pro is going to be involved. But you know, just to throw out there, me doing the battery recharge test is not to show which is better or not. 15 watt, 22 watt, proprietary, non-proprietary, dash charge, Huawei supercharge, Qualcomm quick charge 2.0. The proprietary charging technologies are going to be quicker, they're going to be better. That's not really what I'm trying to prove here, right? Because the fact that Huawei and Oppo with VOOC and OnePlus with Dash have proprietary is always going to be quicker than the more open standard like USB Type-C power delivery, PD, or Qualcomm's 2.0 or 3.0 or 4.0 even. It's going to be quicker. I'm more intrigued that with this now, and I might even just do a battery recharge test with the phone by itself. With this now having a 4000 mAh battery, how long does it take to recharge? Now that it has a bigger cell in there compared to the Note 8, compared to the S9 Plus, you know. So it's not more to see what's, you know, the proprietary charging technologies from VOOC, Dash, and Huawei are going to be faster, you know, but I just want to see how long does it take to go from, especially the most important 2 time intervals, 0 to 30 minutes, 30 minutes to 60 minutes. Within that hour, how much percentage of that battery cell gets recharged? That to me is so much more important. Yo, Dan Gage in the house. What's good, fam? What's good, Danny boy? The Mancunian in the house. What's good, bro? Oh, this track is annoying me. Had to skip the track. So okay, 45 minutes into the stream. Okay, cool. So yeah, I wanted to get your feedback. So please let me know. Should I split the ultimate camera comparison into 2 separate videos, 2 separate categories? Ultimate video comparison, ultimate photo comparison, and then just put it together as separate videos? Or do you guys genuinely appreciate the fact that I've made it in depth, I've broken it into a systematic format where I do selfie video test as an intro, where I'll go through the front facing specifications with the video test, then into the main intro where I'll tell you the main camera specifications, then into the daylight video test where I test 4K and 1080p, then switch to focusing, and then switch to nighttime video, then switch to slow motion, then switch to photos. Do you like that systematic in-depth all-in-one, or do you want me to split into 2? Let me know. Yeah, no, 4000 versus 4000 P20 Pro, it will be a very interesting video. Yeah, for sure, it would be. I don't think I'll be able to get the P20 Pro anytime soon in-house. Yeah, so that was kind of it. I would prefer 2, only because I don't have time for a 25 to 30 minute when posted. Yeah, that's why I wanted to get the raw, honest feedback, you know. None of the I'm looking at view times or analytics. It's just a raw conversation with you guys as my audience, the real audience that will watch it from beginning to end, and let me know, do you feel exhausted when you go through it? Do you feel fully enlightened when you go through it? Like, what is your honest feedback, you know? So I think with the, I'm going to take a risk. I think with the S9 and S9 Plus, the S9 Plus and the Note 8 video, I'm going to split that into two. Upload them separately. See what the response is. Plug both of them and see what you guys think. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to see what you guys think. It might also even be easier on myself as well. So it depends. So yeah, let me know. Rusky Tech, what's good? But like the one also, because it's all there in one package. Yeah, it's true. But it would make sense to split, like Dan said. Plus, you know, for your long, in-depth single videos, yeah. For myself, I often watch when working, so I have a bit. Okay, cool. I can watch videos 2 hours of compare. Thanks, man. What's up? What's good? Dan, what's going on, man? Rescue Tab, what's good? T, I forgot T. Technically, T is still there. What's good, bro? Still there, you know, just quietly there. I like that, cool. But I like the two formats, as video is more important to pics for some and vice versa. What's up, T? Yes, editing one go for you, Ben. When splitting, this is it. I stand alone, and I'm a video junkie, right? And let me tell you why video is so important. Video is a showcase of a phone's horsepower. It's one of, next to gaming and editing, right, on a phone, how good the video performance is shows how powerful that internal chipset is. The CPU, the GPU for encoding and video, encoding and decoding, how good a phone performs video-wise shows you a real-world indication of how powerful a phone's chipset is. Not Geekbench numbers, not Antutu numbers, but how well a phone performs video-wise shows you how powerful the chipset is. This is where I'm gonna give you a 2 cents, right? That P20 Pro, when it comes to photography performance, impressed me a lot more than I thought. In some cases was even beating out the Note 9, you know, and it's not like it was beating out the Note 9 like far ahead, but it was beating out the Note 9 in some bits. That's how good, especially when it came to daylight zoom performance, right? And Huawei's Master AI seems to pick up scenes a lot quicker than Scene Optimizer. That's one thing I noticed. And when it picks up scenes, in terms of scenery optimization, I think it does a lot better when it comes to scenery optimization, right? As a photography shooting beast, the P20 Pro, I have to say, is impressive. It impressed me a lot more than I think. But you see, where it falls short is that Kirin 970 is an older chipset. It's an older chipset. And that older chipset really hurts it in the capabilities of video. The thing does 720p, 240 frames a second slow motion. 720p, 240 frames a second slow motion. No. It does 4K 30, but it shakes CE for days. Like, the OIS module doesn't work. It doesn't even do any form of EIS, right? But when you come to 1080p 30 frames a second, the 1080p video is actually better than the Galaxy Note 8 in terms of video stability, because it's doing a mix of what it calls AIS, Artificial Intelligence Stabilization, which is a mix of EIS, which is electronic image stabilization, uses the OIS module, and uses Huawei's Kirin 970's built-in AI to clean up the image, right? At 1080p, but at 4K, trash. It can't do a high quality 1080p slow motion. It can't do 4K 60 frames a second. Heck, the Galaxy Note 8's 4K 60 frames a second, which doesn't use EIS, shout out to Eric Griffin for that clarification, uses purely OIS. And for the longest time, I thought when the Galaxy phones do 4K 60, OIS is off, EIS is off. No, it's actually using just OIS. No EIS, but it's actually using OIS. And the OIS is doing a better job stabilizing 4K 60 frames a second footage than the P20 Pro that is shooting 4K 30 frames a second, it's looking worse. You see, so that Kirin 970 chipset is a big problem, right? This is where processing power and video performance is such a good indication to how powerful a phone is. This is what makes the iPhone still, in my, like, minus the mono audio recording, this is probably one of the best phones to use for video. Why? Because that A11 Bionic chip is mounted to a very fast NVMe storage that is built into here with Apple's own custom controller. Plus, it does not have any video recording limits. It doesn't. Like 4K 60 frames a second, unlimited video recording to storage. 4K 30 frames a second, unlimited video recording to storage. 4K 24 frames a second, unlimited video recording to storage. It was one of the first phones to do 1080p 240 frames a second, right? And I promise you, I'm calling this, right? Next month, do not be surprised if the new iPhone is the first mobile phone to be able to do 4K at 96 frames a second, or even 4K at 120 frames a second. Do not be surprised if Apple are the first ones to do it. I promise you that, because this is the difference in them being able to build such a big silicon, their own custom chip that works with their own memory modules and also their own custom controller for NVMe chips, as well as their own software. I promise you this. You see, so a phone that has exceptional video performance is flexing how good the internal processing power is. That's how important, that's why I value video so much, right? So again, I don't want to skim out on video, because video is a lot more important than people give it. And it's sad, but I still believe that, not to us techies, but the average consumer, right? If they had this phone, I don't even think they will realize if the phone only recorded at 1080p or 720p and that was it. They wouldn't appreciate it. They wouldn't even appreciate that, because photos are so much more tangible to them that they don't really realize how good video is on these phones, you know. But I care about video, so I don't want to skim that out. I think we might go splits. I think we might go splits on a video. Ultimate video camera comparison, ultimate photo camera comparison, split them into two, and then see what the response is like, you know. And I'm not looking at this from an analytics point of view. I'm looking at it as a raw conversation with you guys as my audience. Please, let's get this clear. Let's get this right clear. It's just something I'm thinking, because it's just something I'm considering to you guys to see if it's easier for you to digest. This ain't about I'm trying to clock up more. Nah. And I had that conversation with Concepts Creator, you know. So oh, sorry. Both ideas have good ideas, but I like to all the info in one go. Cool, excommunicado, I appreciate that. Technically T, yes. Yeah, man, I've had you up since the beginning, just having a few drinks, getting ready to step out. Friday night, you know, have fun, bro, have fun, man. I appreciate that, man. Vote for one video only. Okay, cool. 4K 60 frames a second is tough on phones. It is, but then the phones that can flex it and do it well, which right now, this phone is the phone, even though it's got a 5-minute recording limit, the fact that it's able to stabilize 4K 60 frames a second video so well, this is the phone to beat right now. This is the phone that's flexing its muscles when it comes to 4K 60 frames a second. Although I give the iPhone credit, there isn't any recording limit on this, but this is flexing its muscles for sure. Yep, that Kirin 970 is a little slower than the yeah. It's a generation behind. It's a generation behind. Yep, the A11 is a beast. Yep. Apple's A11 chip is. This is the benefit of you custom making your own chipsets to work with your own hardware to your own software. There is no other phone that will have that chipset, and you can optimize the hell out of it. Although RAM management is such a poor thing on this. It's like, do you know what the iPhone 10 is? The iPhone 10 is like having a Bugatti Veyron engine with a pipette. If you know what a pipette is, It's like having a Bugatti Veyron engine with a pipette for a fuel tank. That RAM management is so poor in this, it's holding back how great this A11 chip is. They should have put 4 GB of RAM in there. 3 GB of RAM in this phone. The amount of app reloads I go through with the iPhone, for the life of me, I really want to smash it in half, because it shouldn't be the case, you know. It's almost 2 generations ahead of the Snapdragon. Yeah. Oh, Apple's chipset team, in terms of design wise, they are just, their chipset team is scary at the minute. It's scary at the minute for these mobile processors on iOS. So that's not even a bias thing. It's just a fact. It's just a fact, you know. And Apple really started flexing its muscles from the A7 chip in the iPhone 5S. You know, the first dual-core 64-bit chip. Yeah. So the 3 GB of RAM is a big. It's like, Dan. It's the biggest. It is such a bottleneck, you have no idea. Like, if I can notice consistent app reloads on apps that are not even intensive, they're not games, it is the most frustrating thing like, for the life of me, it's so frustrating. It's so frustrating. Apple need to get their act together. They need to stick 4 GB of RAM, 5 or 6 GB of RAM in these new iPhones that are coming out next month, because there is no point in having these powerful chips getting slowed down by poor RAM management. Like, that's just me personally, and that's just a personal experience that I've noticed. So, hey, Dop in the house, what's good, Daper? Yeah, bro. They could literally use the A11 again in the new iPhones and dump the RAM. Yeah, I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you, if they use the A11 chip again, I'll be okay with it. Because I promise you this now, this A11 chip, they'll be able to squeeze 1080p 960 frames a second or 4K 96 frames a second out of it. I promise you. This A11 chip is so legit, they could use it again and it's cool. I'm being serious, and it's cool. They just need to back it up with the right RAM amount. It's like having these new Core i7 8750H laptops, but you've only got 4 GB of RAM in there. You need to have 16 gig in there. It makes no sense having RAM bottlenecking what is arguably probably be one of the most powerful mobile chips in a laptop. That's what Apple have done with this. So it makes it pointless. Like, why did you put that chip in if the RAM was going to limit it? You know. But the problem is Apple's making iPhone 10 with. Oh, but that's not just Apple. That's just every company. Every company. The cost of making the product is always going to be less. They have to margin it up. They've got retail stores, marketing. That's nothing new. That's nothing new. I'm not. The issue is the average consumer doesn't notice the RAM issue, so they have no reason to change. I know. This is what I mean about the average person wouldn't even appreciate if these flagship phones could only record 720p. I'm being serious. I'm being so serious. And it breaks my heart because I think capturing moments with videos are so much more powerful than just still photography, you know. So I have to agree with you on that. Sad, but I've got to get some sleep. Yo, Excommunicado, appreciate it, man. Thanks for jumping in. Appreciate you staying up, and thank you for your time. So we are just over 1 hour, so we'll probably do this live stream for another 15 minutes and shut shop. I literally just wanted this to be a quick impromptu, say hi to all the new subscribers that have come through on the channel, have an organic conversation with you as my audience, and just basically ask you, like, what do you want for current content? So just a quick run through again. Oh, that Sony autofocus, gotta love it. Right, Note 9, yeah, versus S9 Plus. That is the next camera comparison, and I'm gonna do that experiment. I'm gonna split into 2 videos. Ultimate video camera comparison first, ultimate photo camera comparison straight after. Pixel 2 is going to be the next one. I might do the Note 8. I might do the OnePlus 6. They are mites. And I might do them later on if I get hold of them again. But the priority is iPhone 10, P20 Pro, S9 Plus, Pixel 2. They are the 4 juggernauts when it comes to smartphone cameras at the minute. I want to get those camera comparisons out. I'm going to do a battery recharge test video. More to see how long it takes to recharge this new 4000 milliamp hour battery. Do my accessories video. So Whitestone Dome have got me the dome glass in house, so shout out to them. I've reached out to Tudia Cases, so they should be sending me some cases out. I'm gonna try and see if I can reach out to Spigen as well, see if they can get me some cases out and see what cases are best compatible with the dome glass when you got it fitted on. And then yeah, I've got a couple that can hit the Note 9 with my full in-depth review. I'm gonna go ham on it. I ain't gonna do nothing short. I'm gonna go in ham. I'm gonna give you the full in-depth. We're gonna talk, we're gonna have a conversation, talk in-depth. That's pretty much all I wanted to, you know, kind of like bring and talk to you guys about, man. Cool. Ben, I'm reviewing the laptop tomorrow for you, bud. Got the headphones out of the way. Yes, bro, please look. If this PC gets sold this weekend, yeah, the what do you call it? The S8 Plus got sold, so I got the cash for it. If the PC goes, the money's there for the laptop, so I'm eager to see, because that potentially could be my laptop as well. So I'm eager to see what your review is gonna be, thermal throttling, all the lot. I just want to see it, so I know what I'm getting myself into, because this laptop is gonna stop me from doing all these late and sleepless nights. I can't, man. Being on the desktop is just so restricting. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that review. The OnePlus 6 is trash in 4K video. I think it's upscaled from 2K. Oh, I swear you and Dave said something about oh, it says it's trash in 4K. That's where all the money's been saved. That's where all the money's been saved. Ben, you gotta try the Spigen Ultra Hybrid S case. The kit, I have it for the Note 9. Cool. Yeah, phones at times, they are more than the sum of their parts, especially this Note 9. It is more than the sum of its parts. I think the only thing that doesn't help it is the fact that because it didn't go the route of having a notch, and it stuck to its guns, and it stuck to a familiar design format that didn't need to change this year, a lot of people are saying it's boring. One of the guys from Android Authority, I think was it David Emil or something like that. I like the guy, man. He does great content. But I think he was on a reaction video and he was saying that the Note 9 is boring. So I tried to, he was like, you know, oh man, I'm liking this 4000 milliamp. I was like, oh, so you were saying that the phone was boring. I didn't say that. I was like, dude, you said the phone is boring. Like, but on the OnePlus 6, you were like, this is the phone of all phones. So this is exactly what I mean. If you look at these phones from just purely specs point of view, sometimes you can miss that at times they are worth more than the sum of their parts. I don't know if it's £1,000 worth it, right? That's a different discussion. And I did a video about that time ago as well. So, but yeah, you know, gotta go. Latest fun. Yeah, man, I'm gonna sign out as well. Make this a 1 hour live stream so it's easier for the replay crew to watch it. Again, guys, thank you for joining the live stream. Impromptu, quick one. My 1 week with the Note 9. Thank you for your honest feedback. I'm gonna get to work and make sure that I get the content out to you that you guys want to see. And thank you for all the new members of the Lover and Tech family that have come in as well. Appreciate all my creator fam. And don't forget, man, look, like, don't forget the Tech and Chill show. I keep reminding you lot, man, this show ain't just for me. Like, you guys can jump in impromptu. You don't even have to, like, while this stream was coming on, like, you guys could have just jumped on a quick one, you know. You've got the 3-person roundtable as well. Like, I still haven't been able to do a tech roundtable. So, yo, you guys, man, don't just leave me hanging. Don't let me just do these streams all myself, man. Jump in, come in. My creative buddies and my creative friends, man, jump in without a shadow of a doubt, man. You are always welcome. So again, I'm your host, Ben, on the Lover of Tech channel. Stay tuned, stay subscribed, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, be part of Team TLS, the Tech Lover Squad, so you don't miss any of the new content that I'm going to be posting on the Galaxy Note 9 and so many other content as well, obviously. And please hit me up on socials, hit me up on Instagram. I don't really like Instagram that much. That's going to be another conversation by itself. But hit me up on Twitter, Lover of Tech, BA, all as one word. Link in the description below. More than happy to engage and talk to you guys anytime and every time. So, boom, 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 boom. That is it. Mr. Zimmerman, that's it. I'm gonna play the outro song. Oh, peace. Peace. Thank y'all. Peace.